All right, some drama here towards the end of the half. So Jalen Hurts is taking a snap on a 4th down and 5. Huge play in this football game, and he sees that he has A.J. Brown and Lattimore one-on-one. Okay, well, that's an opportunity he certainly would like to look at. So first things first, the important thing, the play goes very well for the Eagles. You see that A.J. Brown's able to make the grab, but here's really what starts this whole thing. At least maybe there was something earlier in the game. This is the first thing I saw, is you see that Lattimore's going to just kind of hang on to A.J. Brown a little bit longer. You know, nothing illegal, nothing dirty, but just, kind of one of those little defensive back things, right? Just trying to annoy the wide receiver a little bit. Brown is going to stand up. He kind of, lets Lattimore know that he got the first down there, but that was kind of the end of it. Let's now go over to here where you see that, again, Hurts is looking Lattimore's direction. Now they've, after that play, they kind of mixed things up. They said, let's put, Lattimore and Smith on each other one-on-one, but here, that's where Hurts is looking. This time, it's not a catch, but it is a penalty. You get the penalty here, and because of that, this now means that instead of a 4th and 13, it's going to be a 1st down and goal. But you look at Brown, and he's letting Lattimore know that, hey, you just made that penalty there. Lattimore not one to turn down a confrontation. Watch. It even seems like Lattimore thinks about walking away and then says, you know what, no, I want to get back into things here. So I'm going to have to pause this just for a second, just for copyright reasons. I'll resume it. But yeah, you see, again, things are getting confrontational. It's now going to be a 1st and goal at the 1. The Eagles are going to decide to go for a tush push, and that means that wide receivers have to block each other. A.J. Brown's going to block Lattimore, and at this point, these guys don't really impact the play that much. They're just focused on each other. As you see, look, they're just going after each other. So this is what initially gets the penalty. You see how Lattimore gets his hand up on A.J. Brown's kind of face mask area. That's what they're going to call. Again, I'll show it right here. You see, that's what they end up calling, right? Pause it right now. You can definitely see, that is what you usually would throw a flag on. Later on, A.J. Brown then actually kind of does the same thing to Lattimore. It even knocks his helmet off. At that point, again, I'll have to pause this for a second just for copyright reasons, but you're going to see that they kind of get broken up. That was kind of the end of it. So, I don't know. You could have thrown a flag on both guys if you want to. They decided to only throw it on Lattimore. You see Dan Quinn kind of having a conversation with Lattimore. What's interesting is that penalty, in a weird way, helped the Commanders. So, it's an 8-point game at this point. Usually, you just kick the extra point, but hey, their odds of converting to tush push, in theory, might be around the same as kicking the extra point, so they decided to go for that instead. But they actually lose on this play, meaning that penalty kind of saved them a yard. Interestingly enough, a little bit later on, Eagles got the ball right back into field goal range, and then they got this penalty. There was a fumble. The Eagles recovered, had good field position, and there was another late hit penalty. So, that was just a late hit. It is what it is. But couple bad penalties for the Commanders. One of them helped them, but this one hurting them.